Greetings, everybody. It's Brian Tarian and Danielle, better known as Elle, here with you today for our Disability Digest live event.
Hi.
Elle, thanks for helping us out. If you missed last week, we had a great event, even some singing from Elle, so I hope you enjoy today's show. We're going to spend some time to address like a commonly asked compliance question for keeping your benefits and getting treatment. We're going to talk about some tips to survive. We're also going to talk about that. And we're going to take some questions that you have. I see David is here, and we have Sunshine in the house. Welcome, welcome, Katie. Bunch of familiar faces. So if you're new here, welcome to the Disability Digest. We do these live events most Wednesdays. And the focus is to cover news, topics, items that help you do really three things. We help you get your disability benefits approved fast. And once you're approved, we want to help you keep them and help you maximize them. So if you're new, subscribe. If you enjoy the show, we encourage you to share. And we're going to share some resources along the way today. All right, Elle, you ready to get started? Whoop, you're muted, but that's all right. I think I understand.
Okay, I'm ready.
We could do the whole thing and see if people could read our lips. That might be difficult, but all right. Let's see. First thing I want to cover is a commonly asked compliance question. So I'll kind of read a snippet from a comment that somebody put to us. So what I'm learning from the disability course is that I must be under doctor's care and getting treatment. What happens if there is no treatment? I have muscular dystrophy and there's no current treatment or care, so my request to go to the doctors is not that common. So with a continuing, once you're approved for disability benefits, in my opinion, you're under the same treatment commitment as it is when you're trying to get approved. You want to stay in treatment, make sure that your conditions are treated and that you still have limitations and it's preventing you from working. That's the general concept. So in this situation, there's a thing called compliance, which would apply for muscular dystrophy, vision, if you're blind, or amputations. Those are a few of the other ones. Like my neighbor across the street, Etzel, who is blind, has been since his late 20s. There's nothing really that can be done. So he just, I expect, goes to the primary care doctor every once in a while. But that's what the compliance is for his situation. If you have an autoimmune condition, if you have other chronic pain-related items and you're encouraged to go to pain management or other things, the doctor regime that is suggested to treat your particular condition is what you should follow to be in compliance, right?
Yeah, and I also think, Brian, that sometimes, a lot of times, there are members who have different conditions and they're only being treated for, let's say they do have muscular dystrophy and then they have mental issues such as depression or PTSD, and you're not being treated for PTSD. However, you are applying and stating that you have mental issues, but you're not being treated for it. It can look a little bit like you're using this condition, but what do you have to prove that you do have this condition? You're treating it, you want it to get better if it's possible to get it better. So always remember that all your conditions or all your limitations need to be treated. If not, then try not to include it on your application.
Well said. Yeah, that can be an issue. And a lot of people, especially with, I call it brain health now, which is mental health, they prefer not to admit it and don't want to seek treatment. I get it, but you're in a situation where if you don't follow what Elle said and Social Security looks at your application to get approved or your current status after you're approved, and they can simply say, well, you know, if you were treated for that condition, you would be in a situation where you could work. That's what you want to avoid, right?
Yeah.